At the foot of Mount Fuji lies a dense forest, silent as a grave. Its name is Aokigahara, or as many call it, Jukai, the Sea of Trees. From a distance, it looks beautiful, a vast blanket of green covering ancient lava from eruptions thousands of years ago. But for those who dare to step inside, Aokigahara is no ordinary forest. It is a place where hope often ends, a place cloaked in myth, whispers, and fear. There are no birdsong, no scurrying animals, only a suffocating silence, as if the forest absorbs every sound and swallows those who dare enter. For the Japanese people, Aokigahara is not just a forest, it is a symbol of mystery and death. Its paths twist endlessly. The trees grow so close together that light barely filters through. Anyone who enters can easily lose their way. Compasses often fail, disrupted by the volcanic rock beneath the soil. Even GPS devices can falter. Chilling stories circulate. Hikers who entered and never returned. Woodcutters stumbling upon bodies hanging from branches, and tents abandoned deep inside, left behind by those who chose never to walk out again. The legend of Aokigahara existed long before modern times. Centuries ago, during great famines, a grim practice known as ubasute was whispered about. The elderly, no longer able to work or feed themselves, were carried into the forest and left to die. It is said that their cries linger in the wind, and their spirits, yurei, still wander among the trees, restless, searching for others to share their pain. For those who have ventured deep into Aokigahara, there is one thing they never forget: the silence. No insects buzzing, no birds calling, not even the sound of the wind, only the deafening beat of their own hearts. Many claim to hear faint whispers, as if someone is calling their name. Others report seeing pale figures gliding between the trees, vanishing the moment they try to approach. Police and volunteer searchers patrol the forest regularly, looking for those who vanish. Each year, dozens of bodies are found, some hanging from branches, others lying motionless with empty bottles of pills beside them. Sometimes, what they discover is not a body, but something more haunting. Shoes neatly placed on the ground, final notes pinned to tree trunks, dolls nailed to bark as symbols of hatred, or bright plastic ribbons trailing deep into the woods, left by people torn between escape and surrender, who never returned to collect them. Why do so many come here? Why does Aokigahara seem to call to the desperate? Psychologists call it the contagion effect. When a place becomes a symbol of death, it attracts more who are searching for the same end. But to many in Japan, the explanation goes deeper. The forest itself is alive. It feeds on human sorrow, gathering despair until it becomes a force that lures new souls into its embrace. One volunteer recalls following a yellow ribbon tied between the trees, hoping it would lead to someone still alive. At the end, he found a small tent. Inside, an empty sleeping bag, instant noodles scattered on the floor, and a handwritten note trembling with fear. I just want peace. No body, no person, only silence. Yet the volunteer swore he heard footsteps behind him. When he turned, no one was there. Despite its dark reputation, Aokigahara draws visitors. Some come for the thrill, some for adventure, others out of morbid curiosity. The Japanese government has tried to discourage it, posting signs at the entrances with desperate pleas. Your life is precious. Think carefully. Call your family. But the forest remains, quiet and patient, waiting. Imagine walking deep into Aokigahara as the sun sets behind Mount Fuji. The trees grow denser and the path disappears. Your compass no longer moves. Your phone loses signal. Then, in the silence, you hear it. Footsteps that do not belong to you. You walk faster, and so do they. You stop, and so do they. Out of the corner of your eye, something flickers. A white figure, a pale face, long black hair covering its features, standing among the trees. You blink, and it vanishes. But the feeling of being followed never leaves you. Aokigahara is a forest filled with thousands of stories. For some, it is simply a beautiful forest at the base of Fuji. For others, it is a gateway to death. Yet, behind all the legends lies one undeniable truth. This forest reflects the fragility of the human spirit, the ease with which despair can consume those who have lost all hope. And still, every year, new visitors enter the forest. Some return, some do not. So if one day you stand at the foot of Mount Fuji and see the vast green sea of trees stretching before you, remember this. Aokigahara is not just a forest. It is the whisper of death, hiding behind beauty, waiting for those who are desperate or daring enough to step inside.